going on, everybody, on this wonderful Sunday evening? We're going to sit here and talk about this premium live event in Hell in a Cell. This is the PWZ podcast. Rick Del Santo, and joining me, of course, Showtime. Marcel Williams. What's going on, Showtime?
What's going on? We here late, 11 o'clock. It's not 12, not 1 in the morning, but I'll take it. June 5th, 2022. We covering Hell in a Cell live from Chicago at the historic All-State Arena. It was a tight show. You know, it started at 8 o'clock. It was done at, 10:30, 10:40, something like that.
It was just about 11.
10:50,
Yeah.
about 11.
Yeah.
But it was an eventful show. It wasn't an eventful show, but it was some good matches on the card that I enjoyed.
I'm going to tell you, I was pleasantly surprised at how good of a show it was. I'm not saying that every single moment was really good. There is a bunch of stuff I did not particularly enjoy, but I enjoyed a lot more than I normally do on a lot of WWE premium live events. TN Couponer is here. Thank you very much. And I want to say thank you to TN Couponer for sending over the information on Cody's injury earlier in the day. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, as we go along later on in the match with the reveal, you got to give this guy a lot of credit, man. He sat here and did a good 10 to 15 minutes in a Hell in a Cell match with a torn pectoral muscle. And we've seen a similar injury. It's probably been a lot of injuries in the wrestling business, but we've seen a similar one that got exposed with Triple H when he had that tag team match with Shawn Michaels against Kane and Undertaker back at Crown Jewel, I think a few years back. So Those torn pectoral muscles are not good. And by the way, I just want to thank all the fans that are tuning in right now because we are live only on YouTube. But I appreciate y'all tuning in late to join us.
Yeah. TN Couponer says, give Cody a lot of credit. Wow. Yeah, I do too. I guess I want to go in the order of the matches, but I do have to say, man, that guy looked like he was in a lot of pain throughout that whole thing.
Yeah, it was not
crazy.
fun.
It was crazy. And I do have some pictures to share for our people that are watching us on YouTube. So we started off on WWE has this rhythm here with starting off with some like really great matches. Did you notice this as of late? Last year or so, Bianca defended her belt against Becky Lynch and Asuka, and I thought that this match was great. I literally thought it was like a phenomenal match. I give this a 4-star matchup.
Yeah, these three ladies worked hard to open this card out, and I mean, you can't go wrong with three of these women in the ring together. You got Bianca Belair, who never ceases to amaze me, and Becky Lynch with her character, her new attitude, still, can perform on top notch. And then Asuka, there's nothing wrong you say about Asuka. Asuka performs with anybody on top notch as well. So yeah, 3 top notch talent open the premium live event with a great opener.
Yeah, they've been knocking it out of the park with like openers on their premium live events, as of late. And this was, this is just another one added to that collection. They were going all over the place. They were, every time when you thought the match was just about to end, there's an interruption. It was just like near pinfall after near pinfall. It added to that intensity. It was just so good. I almost thought at one point that Asuka was going to walk away with that belt, but
there's a few times I thought Becky or Asuka was going to take it because it close near falls, which was on point. And especially with the interruptions, the breakup with the pins, the double ankle locks with Asuka.
Yeah, that was a great segment.
That was great. And then with when you thought Becky going still to win, Bianca pulled Becky's own medicine and threw her out the ring and took the pin on Asuka.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good one. Then, of course, the event slowed down quite a bit, and they went to handicap. What did you think of MVP's rap?
It's great, man. I enjoyed it. I watched it
twice.
Thought it
was great.
I watched it on the pre-show, and again, MVP got some chops on his he got some chops. But this match, all those chops could not save this match, though.
No, man. Him and Omos lost. to Bobby Lashley, the almighty Bobby Lashley. And I thought it was well done. Obviously, this was kind of a rough match. I mean, it wasn't like terrible by any stretch. I mean, I've definitely seen worse. Omos is very green, but he seems to have improved. But he just looked like a big monster in there doing what he was supposed to do. And I thought the whole Cedric Alexander thing really didn't really do much for me. That whole thing, him jumping in the ring, Omos clotheslining him, and it just gave Lashley a chance to put the Hurt Lock on MVP.
Yeah, I gotta give my applause to MVP and Lashley working with Omos with this match. They really worked hard for this one.
Yeah,
And even with Cedric Alexander, with him in the beginning trying to get on MVP good side, and MVP had to tell him like, "Listen, the Hurt business is over." Like a ex girlfriend kept popping up calling somebody. They finally told him like, "Listen, this is over." And
right.
he took the heart after all these weeks of taking denials the whole time, and then all of a sudden he decided to help out Bobby Lashley, and Bobby Lashley got the win over MVP and Omos.
Yeah, of course, he grabbed that title out there from the fan, which I guess I read online. Alvarez reported that he was directed from the ref to grab the title from the fan and raise it up as if he's supposed to be coming for Roman.
To this point, and this is one of the reasons I'm glad you brought that up. That's why I like segues. This is why I brought this up, because these are one of the situations which I'll refer to later on in the main event that we need a champion around, because you got Bobby Lashley, who is hot right now, who got the big W right there, and then later on as we talk about it, you have to have some type of champion, because now you got two number one contenders right now. You got
Right.
two, maybe even three, because you got even Kevin Owens floating around after the big win over Ezekiel, as we talk about in a minute. But because that's how much time I want to give to this match, even though Kevin Owens works hard with this program to make this program look good. But you got a few contenders that's lined up, but there's no championship. Not
Right.
no WWE championship, or not even the Universal Championship. So this is the problem that we have right now, where we don't have no champion. Roman's on MIA vacation.
That's brutal. I mean, even if you think about it, when we were kids, when say Hogan was champion, there'd always be, he might not have been around as much. I mean, but he was around. Like they'd at least have like pre-recorded promos, and it would still talk
Mm-hmm.
about him. I really don't remember Roman really being mentioned much tonight.
No, not at all. Not even making a mention that, oh, like even for example, Bobby Lashley won. Not even saying, "Oh, Bobby Lashley is looking for Roman or whatever." No sample or nothing to it. Like we don't even have no champion at all. It seemed like vacant is the champion right
Right.
now, because like is they not even mention anybody saying, "Okay, well he could be in the running for something." It ain't no running for nothing. It just was a regular show without no uh the main champion,
Right.
which is understandable. We already knew what it was.
Yep. We had Kevin Owens beating Ezekiel, not Elias. Elias's younger brother. They went back through. I didn't even believe that this was 2 months old. They went back and showed all those, from the beginning. I can't believe it's 2 months old already.
Yeah, yes, sir. It has been, and this has been held up with Kevin Owens' great performance of keeping this going in Chad Gable. But
Good.
yeah, Kevin Owens got the big W. Hopefully this is over. I don't think it's over. Okay, Kevin Owens got the W for this one.
I thought there was a chance at one point that his ego wasn't going to get it.
I
He
did
started out hot with that high knee to the face, and then that flying elbow, beautiful flying elbow, a la Macho Man Randy Savage. Savage. Put this one up there. Poor Kevin Owens. I got to tell you, I love Kevin Owens, and I think he's there to collect his paycheck and just do what he's asked. To be
That's
honest
it.
with you,
That's
and
all
if
that
he's
means.
making, and I heard that this contract was very lucrative, so he's just there to do what he's told, I guess.
That's it. Make it look good.
Yep. I mean, but he ultimately walked away with the win after the stunner. And I didn't think this match was terrible either.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
I will not poo poo in this match whatsoever. It was real solid.
Yeah. course, then we had Judgment Day defeating AJ Styles, Finn Balor, and Liv Morgan. This match.
Before we talk
Go
about
ahead.
this match,
Yep.
let's talk about how AJ Styles has lost 3 in a row to Edge. People like say Seth Rollins lost 3, like 2 or 3 in a row to Cody. Let's talk about how
Yep.
AJ Styles has lost in a row to Edge, and he hasn't got that W yet.
It could be pretty brutal. I mean, I don't know why. I mean, AJ Styles is in a position now. Like he's a star that doesn't really,
It doesn't
I don't
bother
think it's going to have that much effect to him because he's been around. So what, 20 something years maybe.
me. Yeah, yeah.
So
But
that's just my
I
opinion.
mean, nah, no, it's just like Seth Rollins. It didn't bother him losing Cody so many
Yeah.
times either. I kind of felt like them bringing it up so many times, which was storyline terms that he done lost to him 2 times, and how can you lose the third? It really wouldn't even hurt Seth Rollins like that.
Yeah. I don't think so. It's all part of the story, really. That's what a lot of people think, that it's just going to hurt these guys over and over. Like a lot of them are just sitting there. And Rollins is another guy. He's another company guy that just takes that L whenever he's asked. He
Yeah,
knows that
absolutely.
he's the heel. He's got to take that L when he's supposed to.
Listen, it's a work. It's all
Yes.
about the money.
You sure?
Positive. Some people
All
don't
right.
take it seriously, I guess. Some people take it seriously.
I don't
What
know.
you thought about the 6-man tag? 6-man tag, I thought was real good.
You thought it was real good? I thought it's kind of, it wasn't terrible, but there was time that I kind of like fell out of it. I was kind of just grown disinterested in it at certain times, but there's parts where it picked up for sure. I thought that Finn looked really good. I thought what the hell's his name? Damian Priest looked really good. I thought, I'm sorry, it's late at night. I had a
It's
rough
okay.
weekend. I thought Rhea looked really. Actually, now that I think about it, I think everybody looked really good. I was actually surprised that Edge was, uh, speared Finn and took the win.
So I'm burning a little bit of time here. What you thought of, because I didn't talk about it earlier, Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley having new gear on, showing a lot of legs. Is this a new thing that WWE is trying to put out there, or what?
I was not upset with Bianca's gear by any means.
I mean, I was not either.
Yeah,
Both I wasn't upset
yeah.
with, but I'm just saying I kind of feel like since we heard from Athena that they want more skin to be shown, and I kind of feel like they're making that change to showing more skin in a
Are they going
PG
back to like
situation.
Attitude Era stuff?
Not add
Like,
to her. I mean, I don't need no more brawn panties matches or pillow fight matches. Please don't give me that ever again. Um, or gravy bowl matches or whatever dumb matches that they come up with. But I see some. I'm not used to seeing Rhea Ripley show some legs or
I thought it
Bianca.
was weird. I thought it
Yeah,
was
it was
weird for
weird.
Rhea Ripley. If you remember Bianca in NXT, she did have short gear at one point, and
Yeah.
then moved to like longer tights. So I mean, it was like it's kind of reminiscent of that in a way, just different colors and stuff.
Mhm.
I thought her gear. Now I actually saw her. Where did I see her on some show, an interview, whatever on WWE Network, or maybe I read about it. That she actually makes her own stuff,
Yeah, she
all her
does.
own gear, which is very, very impressive because some of that stuff is very elaborate looking.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I like it. Rhea's it's probably going to take a little bit getting used to. I guess it goes along with that whole gothic metal culture type stuff that goes along with the gimmick, the Judgment Day gimmick.
Nah, absolutely. But back to the 6-man tag. Now the 6-man tag was good, and you seen that AJ Styles took a hard way, busted open at the end.
Yeah.
Finn Balor took the nasty spear from
Actually,
Edge. Huh?
that's the second hardway juice this evening. Did you see Ezekiel got cut in his left side as well? And they
Yes, I
didn't. Did
did.
you notice that they did not mention it either time on air?
No, they didn't. They kind of let Ezekiel ride a little bit because usually they put the gloves on and
Yep.
try to get somebody with a towel in there, but they let it ride. But AJ
Yeah.
Styles, they didn't. This guy's bleeding all over the floor.
His was worse. Yeah.
Yeah,
I when I first saw it, I couldn't tell if because the cameras move so quick in WWE. It was just like, is he cut? And then I noticed after, like when they actually did get a good view on it.
and then you seen like all the blood drips all over the floor when
Oh
Liv
yeah,
Morgan
man,
was on the
it
floor.
was crazy.
It was
Yeah,
bad.
and I
But the
thought Liv.
judgment,
Um,
Okay.
Liv Morgan, I thought, looked pretty good in this match as well, with the exception. Remember the triple dive over the ropes? I thought that she looked like she clipped the rope and was about to fall face first on the floor. It looked like.
Yeah, I thought it was
Yeah.
over. No, but
Team,
the crowd was hot all day, man. The crowd was hot
yeah,
all night. I give it to him. Well, it is Chicago.
yeah. Well, that's a wrestling town. T and Couponer says Priest is only going to get better by working with Edge Styles and Baylor. I fully agree. Priest he's a future world champion. There's nothing about that. You cannot say anything negative about that. I think he's definitely on that ride up.
Nah, I agree. I worked with him years ago, and at the old Monster Factory,
Oh,
did
really?
not, yeah, he did not look like that years ago. He looked at some way different, but great guy. Seen him come a long way, so I'm glad he getting the opportunity before they changed the rules of 25 and younger. God bless him, he made it, so he's good.
Oh, yeah. Did you see that in this match, AJ and Finn Balor, two former leaders of the Bullet Club? I put that together. Just randomly thought of that. I was like, holy shit. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
Rick's random thought of the day.
Finn Balor as slash Prince Devitt was the first
Yep.
Bullet Club leader, and then they segued to AJ Styles next. So it's great to see
Yep.
them together.
AJ replaced him. Yep. I thought that
Story.
was pretty cool. Yeah. This match, I'm going to tell you, I was pleasantly surprised with this next match. Pleasantly surprised because I thought this was going to be a huge dump in the middle of the ring.
Did you?
I
The
did.
drizzling?
Yeah. And look at this is my guy got new gear. No more yacht boat shorts or suspenders. Madcap Moss actually defeated Baron Corbin in a no holds barred match. This was actually pretty solid, I thought.
I don't got no problem with Happy Corbin. It just he never ceased to amaze me with his gimmick. He's one of those lukewarm talents that
Yes.
don't but he can perform. There's nothing against that. He when it comes down to him performing and making somebody look good, he can do that. And
I,
these was one of those situations.
I've never enjoyed a match of his in my time watching him. I'm going to
Me
be
neither.
completely honest. Yeah.
But he can
And I
perform.
thought he bored the hell out of me anytime he was in there. Okay. Um, and and then they put him in. It seemed like they were grooming him for a huge hot spot. Like they pushed him, you know what I mean? And early on. And I don't know. Now he's just stuck in that, like you said, lukewarm position. He's
Mhm.
just there.
He's just there, or he want him to. They want him to face the next top guy, whether it's Drew McIntyre. God bless him. He went through that whole WrestleMania deal with him, and Roman Reigns a year ago or two for the Rumble. Like he's
Yep.
always that guy in that position to get that little shine on him from that main guy. I don't want to say he's a Triple H, but that's an insult to Triple H because Triple H was one of those guys where he was the guy to face the main event guy to make him
Mm-hmm.
look good. So, but nah, this match surprisingly, like you said, Madcap Moss got new gear, no logos on it, just plain black tights and black pads, Austin style slash Goldberg style. But you know, it take progress. That's how John Cena came in. John Cena came with the colorful shorts.
I remember the trunks that he wore. Yeah.
Yeah, so we shall see.
Dean Coupon says, I thought Moss versus Corbin would have been an ambulance match. That I could see them going in that direction after what had happened with the ambulance, and then I don't know, for some reason they made it a no holds barred match. Which, well, I mean, if you got to think about it, they crushed his. Yeah.
Let me tell you, TNQ Runner, you're my boy, but please don't get them no more ideals.
That's next. That's next.
That is next now. They're writing it down as we speak.
The United States title, which I thought was a pretty solid match.
Very solid match. Yep.
Austin Theory retained the title against Mustafa Ali. I really love Mustafa Ali's gear for this match. The Chicago style flag embedded into his, into his tights. Some other wrestler out of Chicago used to use that colors as well.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure You guys are aware of that guy. But I thought that this was a very, very, very good match, man. This was just, I mean, it wasn't like full of like really crazy spots or anything, but it was just really. I think Austin Theory has got it, man. He really does.
You said it, and I fully agree with you. Theory's the future of WWE. He knows how to work. He knows how to do those certain moves when he needs to, like the Spanish Fly that he did later on in the match with Ali. But Ali, when it comes down to brass tacks, he knows when to perform as well. We already know Mustafa Ali is real good as well. But these two clicked, and I felt like they could have did more to have more time in a different position of the card. It was bad position of the card, truthfully. And
I
I kind of
actually,
think that the Chicago crowd knew that he was going to lose. They wasn't hot for it the way it's supposed
well,
to.
he was. I feel like I forgot about the match entirely until it happened, and then I forgot like it's like they brought him in because he was from Chicago. It
Mm-hmm.
seemed like the he hadn't been on for a while, so it's like they just build him up. Oh, he's from Chicago. He'll get a home crowd pop. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. Let's make them believe that he has a fighting chance, and we all know, as WWE fans, how that was really going to go.
Absolutely. Especially in this predicament, because we all know Theory just won the championship like a month and a half ago. So there was
Yeah,
no way. There's no way that he was going to sit here and lose his strap tonight. So, this was a solid match. Hopefully, they use Mustafa Ali a little bit more on different occasions where it's more better for his benefit. In theory, he's going to hold that strap for a long time. He's a good talent. He always been good, even during the evolved days. So
yeah.
it's just building for the future.
I'm surprised when he came out, or, when he returned to the main roster. Excuse me. Sorry, I got a brain fart there.
It's
That
all
he
right.
actually, that they actually were pushing him as hard as they were. You know what I mean? But now it makes sense what they want to do. Like they're actually out there letting him perform.
Mm-hmm. And let him do what he needs to do to make himself look good and make us get invested in him. I don't like the phone gimmick at all. Can't stand it. But
No,
they gotta give him something, so I take it.
I'm wondering when that selfie gimmick is going to end. That's the other thing. When they're just going to pull that away from him.
Me too.
Yeah,
Maybe somebody break his phone. It'd be great.
probably. Yeah, it's going to be Madcap Moss. Of course, we went into the main event. We had the whole entire, uh, highlight package, all that stuff, talking about how Cody's return, etc. The 6 years. Of course, Seth entered. I got a picture to share here for our YouTube viewers. Seth entered in with gear in tribute to the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, black and yellow polka dots, which I thought that was funny as hell.
That was so great.
It
with
was.
with the cat the white and yellow cowboy boots kick pads.
Yeah.
That's so great.
Seth knows how to get himself over during a match. I'm telling you, whether he knows how to get heat, he knows how to get himself over as a baby face. This guy he knows what the hell he's doing, to be honest with you. As many times as I actually complain about Seth, like I do give him credit for doing what, getting people invested in him or hating him or like loving him, whichever role he's supposed to be in.
You can put that comment up. I like that one. I am surprised that
Oh,
Seth did not use the Destiny theme. If he would use the Destiny theme, that would have been great.
let me see. Sorry, I was off the comments for a second because I was
It's okay.
sharing that picture. Surprise, Seth didn't use Dusty Rhodes. Man, I would have loved to have seen that.
That would have been great.
He came out doing that dance. This match, I thought, of course, we saw uh, Cody. He had that damn injury, and I didn't know how serious it was. Obviously, they had to acknowledge it. Did you see how
do we
swollen his damn shoulder was and arm, his
do we know
pectoral
how he
area?
got injured though?
I've heard several different things as to what happened. Look at this bruise,
Yeah.
and then there's
Like I said,
another like a
yeah, it's
closer shot. Right, it is crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
it's,
What was
it's the
he got
same
injured?
thing as like Triple H had a few years ago. Same thing.
Yeah,
It's
what did
so
he get
very
injured
crazy.
in a match, and then he messed it up even further with when he was in the gym after that,
Yep.
tore it even further. Yeah. the fact that he actually worked through it, you can definitely tell he was in pain just by the
Mhm.
expression on his face. That was not a work by any means, like the
Yeah.
expression on his face. He looked like he was struggling, but he moved a lot of times like there was nothing wrong with him. You know what I mean? He moved like he was
Well,
supposed to, but go
yeah.
ahead.
Once that drillion, that drilling,
Adre-
my
adrenaline.
my tongue together. Once he get that, once you got
Yes.
that in him, and if you once you got that in him, and I don't know what they did behind the scenes, like maybe they probably gave him a shot for something so he could make sure he get the pain off, but he did perform top notch as much as he can, and all I can say, I can appreciate that he came out and he didn't want to like give the fans short change and just tell them that we go reschedule a match or whatever. He went out
Right.
there and did what he did, proved that he could make it in the WWE. They always do that. They try to sit there and see whether you could make it in WWE again, and he did. He put out a 100% performance.
Absolutely. I got to tell you, there was lots of great stuff. And what happened when he pulled out the cowbell, the whole entire place went nuts. In tribute to the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Yeah, man, there was just spot after spot. There was weapons. I couldn't even believe that with that right arm.
Sledgehammer.
Yeah, I couldn't even believe he could lift that sledgehammer with that right arm, looking at how much pain he was in. He used his left arm for the majority of the match.
Absolutely. Let's talk about Cody Rhodes finally doing the pedigree on Seth Rollins.
Yep, I saw it. It was pretty impressive. Yeah, the crowd freaking went nuts for that. And what was it? Did he do 3 crossroads in order to beat Seth
Nah, he
at the
did
end of
two
the match?
crossroads and then he grabbed the sledgehammer and ended it.
Oh, that's right. Yep,
Yeah.
unbelievable. I thought that
This was
this
a
was an
great main
unbelievable.
event without a
Yeah,
championship.
that's the other thing, man. It's like now
Like,
they're
what's
not doing
next?
the they're not
Yeah.
doing the brand split. So now there's only one championship, and the champion is part time now. So
Mhm.
you're gonna have main events without that main title on on,
You have
on the
all these
line.
big wins. You have all these big wins from all these people, and you can't reward them with a championship shot because it's basically gone. So
Yeah.
for now, until will he be at? No, he will not be at Money in the Bank.
No, I
Roman
don't think
Reigns
he's
will
gonna
not
be
be at Money in the Bank. So.
right. Who will challenge Roman? Says Teen Couponer. I'm. That's a great question, man. My guess is who is it? Do you think it's going to be Lashley going after it? I mean, obviously there was hints about it earlier in the show, or is he just going to have a short run with him, one shot pay per view? I don't think that they would put that match on SummerSlam. I don't think that's a SummerSlam match. Not as as great as Lashley might be. That just seems like it would be a short monthly thing for like a B pay per view, so to speak.
I would think so. I think Lashley will be a 1 month program. Drew McIntyre, I think they saving for what for the UK show, the big UK show. I think
The
that's
Clash
why
at
he's
the
getting so much
Castle.
time. Yeah,
Yep.
so I kind of think Lashley is next, and then Cody Rhodes is probably gonna be way after all of them. But there's so many challengers lined up. You got Riddle, you got Randy Orton for Roman Reigns, but there's no time. So it's unfortunate. Bad idea by WWE.
I know Roman. I mean, yeah, Riddle is supposed to get a shot at some point down the road too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I don't know, man. There's a lot going on. There's just the champion's it's not vacant, but he's not there. He's Money in the Bank. My prediction is Riddle. That's a great T and Coupon. That's a great prediction. I would not be surprised if that does happen. And then he just cashes it. When does he cash it in? You know. Uh, but
When
there's
and who?
also
I
when and
mean,
who.
because truthfully, he cash in on anybody. He cash
Yeah.
on IC champion, United States champion. They don't say that, but you cash in for any championship opportunity.
They've just gone with the world title or the main title for over the years, it seems.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
it makes sense
And
though.
it's been pretty successful, right? Do you remember the original Money in the Bank? Who won that?
Yes, I do. Edge won that.
Do you remember when am I thinking wrongly? Was it no, that's not true. Was Shelton Benjamin?
No, it was
And then he
Edge.
never cashed in the title. Never
No,
cashed in the contract.
Nah, it was Edge. Edge was his first Money in the Bank
Are you
winner.
sure? Okay.
I'm positive. You want to make a
I'm just
bet?
remembering that Shelton won, and then he never ever cashed in that
Sh-
briefcase ever, and they never
Shelton has
acknowledged it.
never. Shelton has never won the Money in the Bank contract.
He did, and it was when it was not a singular pay per view. It was at like WrestleMania or something.
Nah, it wasn't.
Okay. Okay.
Google it.
I,
Pull the photo. I'll wait. I'll wait. It was Edge. Then it was RVD. Then it was Mr. Kennedy. Miss Kennedy won,
you're
but
gonna go down the whole history.
he lost it to Edge, which Edge won his second one from Mr. Kennedy.
I'm gonna look it up.
I
All crap, Jesus Christ, this is a long ass list.
told you. You see Shelton Benjamin all on that list? No?
Hold on, I'm getting there. Let's try to, yeah. I'm looking. I can't find it right now. I'm gonna. Okay, here we go. Here we go. It's not in order, of course. Um, maybe that's not the one that I was thinking of. Then
TA Couponer. Thank you, TA Couponer. That's how
what
you
did he
do it.
say?
WrestleMania
Yeah,
21.
WrestleMania 21 Edge one.
Yep.
Yeah, that's not the one that I was thinking of. I could have sworn before it was an actual singular pay per view. It used to take place at WrestleMania. The match. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. I'm gonna erase this part. So
Shelton Benjamin should have won a Money in the Bank somewhere in
maybe it was
between his
Mr.
time, but he
Kennedy I
did.
was thinking about. He never won the belt, right? Yeah, maybe it was Mr.
Nope.
Kennedy. I was.
It was Mr.
He,
Kennedy. Yeah.
yep. Okay. My bad. He won it and then never cashed it in. I think he was
Never.
fired before he had a chance to cash it in.
Nah. He got injured. He got
Okay.
injured. So then Edge cashed. He challenged him, and then he took it on episode of Raw, and then he cashed in on Undertaker. Well, Undertaker faced Batista in the cage match on SmackDown.
So the name was wrong. I was thinking of the wrong person. So my bad. All right. I get it.
We're still
Yeah.
buddies. Okay.
Yeah. Still
I
buddies.
got
I
you.
look like a gigantic mark now.
Yeah.
Anyway. So yeah, that was pretty much Hell in the Cell. I thought it was I'm not
It
gonna
was
see it.
solid premium live event.
It was solid. I thought that this was actually a pretty decent show. It was not as slow and mundane as a lot of their premium live events. I thought it was actually quite enjoyable. I mean, I did not hate the 6-man tag, but I thought that that's when the show slowed down a little bit. But I guess that was the way that the story should have been told.
Mm-hmm.
And Owens and Ezekiel was not too bad either. I was pleasantly surprised with that.
Yeah, they, I guess it's time for them to step up on these premium live events, even though they $5 a month for certain people.
Yeah.
But they still got people that do pay a certain amount of dollars for the pay per view that cannot use streaming. So I'm glad that they performed real well with these premium live events.
We got something here from T and Coupon. This one might make a lot of sense. I thought Kennedy violated the drug policy and got suspended. That's why he lost the briefcase. I think that's very possible.
Yeah,
It's very
it
possible.
probably would be.
Yeah. Yep. And now he's like stealing people's money, from what I heard.
Damn.
I heard he opened up a wrestling school and never
Did
opened
he?
it. Took the deposits and never opened it. But now he is now. Now I guess they're up and running. But I heard that there were people out there suing him not so long ago. We don't talk trash here on this program, though.
No, we don't. We speak facts. And
Yes.
I heard Ted DiBiase and Ted DiBiase Jr. is in something too.
Yeah, I think there was something with the was it the hell was it? Taxes or something, tax evasion or something to that effect. Yeah. Yep. Yep. So before we do jump out of here, let me ask how your weekend was. You wrestled the show at BST on Friday night. Blood, Sweat, and Tears in Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Yeah, it was a good show. I got the W, and Hopefully, big things coming with Blood, Sweat, and Tears and Wrestling and Marcel Williams. But yeah, coming up, we got PAPW Power Play on the 25th. And then we got Wild Wild Wrestling at the
We'll be
Cadillac
talking
Ranch
more
on
about
June
those. Yeah.
29th. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Also, because we were doing this, we coming back again Tuesday, right?
Correct. Yep.
Thank you, TNQ Bonner, for the win. Thank you. Congrats. Thank you. Um, yeah, we're back here Tuesday because we got a lot of news with the AEW Championship and CM Punk. We didn't get to that, so Tuesday, tune in. We fully will be on YouTube only for live. So just
Yep.
tune in, make the channel bigger, bring people along, and we'll promote as much as we can on this YouTube channel to bring in more fans. But we appreciate y'all coming in here late and tuning in to talk about some Hell in the Cell.
Yeah, man. Thank you everybody for tuning in. We're just trying to grow our YouTube channel more. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. Thank you for joining us on this adventure.
Yeah. Be sure to follow me at Showtime Marcel on all social media outlets, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, or the Twitter. And I'm also on TikTok. I get my TikTok together at
Yeah,
Showtime
yeah, you
Marcel,
do.
number one, just one. And Rick Del Santos, you can follow him on social media. Go ahead and
Yes, you
shoot.
can. Before I do that, I'm gonna hit the injury bug hitting the wrestling world hard. It totally is. We're gonna be as we're up doing our Tuesday night review. We're gonna AEW talk and such. We're definitely gonna bring that up because it's not only is it hitting WWE, but there's a what is it? AEW just
Mhm.
got kicked in the nuts with a huge injury. So obviously with CM Punk, we're gonna be talking a lot about that stuff on Tuesday night, amongst other things. Um, but you can follow me social media. The Rick Del Santo on Twitter, PWZ Network on Instagram, PWZ Podcast on Facebook. Yes, and you can always just join our YouTube. Thank you for being so active in the chat, T and Cubana. Thank you for sending in the bit of news that you did. I want to thank anybody that stayed tuned and watched us throughout this thing, and we'll see you Tuesday night. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow night. I'll be talking with Mills Hendricks. So check that out. Enjoy your night, everybody.
Good night.